Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dreamers. My name is Hallucinations. You can call me Sin for short, and I'll be talking about dangerously hot topics that is going on in the world right now to spread awareness on how our future will be. This is day 5 with the topic of humanitarian crisis and mass displacement. Don't forget to like and subscribe, my dreamers, to spread awareness. Thank you so much. Let's get on to the video. Humanitarian crisis and mass displacement in places like Sudan, Myanmar, and the occupied Palestinian territories are now among the most urgent global emergencies. These are not distant disasters, they involve millions of civilians losing homes, food, healthcare, and basic safety every day. In Sudan, more than 20 million people face catastrophic humanitarian needs, and nearly 34 million overall may require aid in 2026, making it one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world. Years of conflict between the army and the rapid support forces have killed tens of thousands and displaced over 13 million people, while famine-like conditions and collapsed health services push families into extreme hunger. In Myanmar, intensifying fighting since the 2021 military coup has driven more than 12 million people into acute hunger and over 3 to 4 million people into displacement, with aid access severely restricted in many regions. Children and civilians are trapped between violence, destroyed infrastructure, and underfunded relief programs. In the occupied Palestinian territory, especially Gaza, more than 1.9 million people have been displaced and tens of thousands killed or injured, with health systems and essential services pushed to the brink of collapse. Movement restrictions, repeated attacks, and limited access to water, food, and medical care create a prolonged emergency that has reshaped entire communities. How this ties into bigger global risks are by these crises are not isolated. They show how war, geoeconomic pressure, and climate-related shocks can all converge on the most vulnerable. Displacement strains neighboring countries' economies and food systems, increasing refugee flows and weakens regional stability. When people lose homes, schools, and healthcare, future generations face long-term poverty, trauma, and social breakdown, making peace and recovery harder to achieve later. Dreamers, this is how you guys come in to help, even in small ways as online actions. Even from a distance, you guys as individuals can help by sharing verified updates from UN agencies, humanitarian NGOs, and local civil society groups instead of unverified rumors. Supporting or donating reputable organizations working in Sudan, Myanmar, and Palestine, such as UN-affiliated agencies, IRC, WFP, or UNRWA. Using social media to raise awareness about humanitarian law, civilian protection, and the human cost of conflict, not just abstract politics. And advocating through petitions, campaigns, or messages for your government to support aid funding, ceasefire efforts, and protection of civilians. Humanitarian crisis and displacement in Sudan, Myanmar, and the occupied Palestinian territories are among the most urgent global dangers today. In Sudan, war has driven millions from their homes, shattered healthcare, and left millions of people and families on the edge of famine. In Myanmar, ongoing conflict and military repression have deepened hunger and displacement for over 10 million people, while in the occupied Palestinian territories, tight restrictions and repeated violence have displaced millions and left survivors dependent on emergency aid. These emergencies are not just local problems, they ripple across regions, weakening economies, fueling instability, and making long-term recovery much harder. Yet, if people around the world choose to support verified information, protection of civilians, and humanitarian actions, they still have a chance to help build a more and just, stable future for those caught in these crises. That is all for today, my dreamers. Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have reached until the end, thank you so much. Don't forget to spread awareness and don't forget to do something productive or be healthy today. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and attention again. And see you on the next video tomorrow, dreamers. Bye! This is Hallucinations signing off for today.